You know, it wasn't until really we weren't still here because, first of all, in 2004, when it was bad news, we had the champagne on ice, and we never served it because people were so depressed. So ever since then, well, 2008 we had the champagne ready, and that was a big celebration. 2012, we served the champagne before they declared him officially, President Obama, officially the winner. But last night, again, we served the champagne early. Now, that's not a curse. I'm not saying that that is, because people were having a great time. We had a buffet. We had a lot of people that came and mixed. Even some foreigners that had eaten dinner downstairs came up, and two ladies from Seattle spent the evening. So for all the people that were gathered, it was really, some people that I don't see very often, Moroccan friends here in Casablanca, but who I don't see them that often, but they've been to every election night party. And so it's great. It's like a sort of a fraternity of friends and people that you have common ideals. And I was here almost. Most everybody had gone home by 3 o'clock. It was still close. I mean, people went home without knowing. And I stayed here by myself with the last glass of champagne, just wanting to eke out something positive. And there was this point where it turned, and I think I went to bed at 5. So at 5 o'clock, it was looking grim because she wasn't winning anything. He seemed to be winning things that were surprises. But I had this very awful feeling when I went to sleep, a really bad feeling. And when I woke up this morning, it was at 10 o'clock. My first feeling was maybe this was a bad dream. Maybe it was a bad dream. And didn't put my glasses on, but I grabbed my iPhone, and it has these little capsules of what your Twitter feed says or what your email says. And the first thing I saw was President Donald Trump. And I just burst into tears. Because I just saw the pattern of this man in his past history exemplifying things that are so counter to American values. First of all, the United States is a country made up of immigrants. And the only real natives of the United States are the Native Americans, who were also not treated very well. So he was lumping certain immigrants into a basket, and in terrible ways, insulting. And what it was doing, it was bringing out the worst in a certain group of people who maybe are disadvantaged by the economy, maybe live in certain places that have been deindustrialized. But that's a political failure, but it's not the fault of immigrants, or it's not the fault of people that come here because they want to study or they want to have a job that no one else will do, or because they marry somebody that's an American. It's just so unfair. And because I live here in Morocco, a Muslim country, I've maybe felt it more directly for what he was saying about Muslims. Le Maroc a toujours les bons relationships with the Republicans. During President Bush, Senior especially, and also more or less with George Bush Jr. but they've always maintained good relationships. And I would say with the Senate and the Congress, maybe they've got more Senate support and Congress support among the Republicans than they do the Democrats. It's always been difficult.